Hi everybody, I'm Justin from Main Man Bassing. In this video, I'm going to show you how I've been using my Lowrance Elite FS fish finding units to locate and catch bass efficiently. I caught two today. I was out from about 5 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. and right after work, and I was really just, graphing. Like I was, and I'm going to show you how I graph efficiently. And so even though it's only two fish, I'm like ecstatic. It's been a really slow ice out pre-spawn here. We're about 3 to 4 weeks off of ice out. And I had the units installed last weekend and I was kind of playing around with it, but I've sort of got everything dialed in. And so I want to show you in this video just how efficient it can be and how successful you can be with it and how it can help you. So that'll be in the video. If you're new to the channel, I do product reviews, fishing adventures, and how-to videos that all revolve around bass fishing in the Northeast. If you're into fishing, I'd love to have you hit that subscribe button. Also, anyone smash like would be greatly appreciated. It goes a long way for me. I will also leave an Amazon link in the description box if you're interested in picking up these units. I finance mine on Amazon through a firm. It's pretty sweet. I did a 1-year financing deal. The interest was like I think it was like 170. It was like 150 or 170 around there. No money up front, no down payment, no money for 30 days. I had them in my house within 2 days of ordering them. So it's pretty sweet. So that link will be there. And I'm going to get to the video. I'll just show you, I go around graphing and just paralleling banks. Anyways, you'll see. All right. So here's the first screenshot of the first bass I caught. And you can see it's off this point in about 14, 15 feet of water. And interestingly, that's where I found other bass at that depth. And as I slowed down and started fishing, I would actually find more bass under the boat. But I will show you up next is a screenshot of the down scan. So here's the down scan. The mark on the red circle, that's the bass I was looking at on my 2D. And then if you look up the upper right quadrant, there are two that I didn't notice at the time, but there are two other marks. I believe I'm fairly confident those are suspended bass, right? And so I didn't have a jerk bait. So I didn't have anything set up for suspending fish. And if we take the legacy tile off, you can see how crisp those returns are. So tomorrow I'm definitely bringing a jerk bait with me tomorrow. And I'm going to focus more because I saw a bunch of suspended fish in the same areas as I found the fish out at 14, 15 feet. All right, so these are definitely bass, and I'll show you the bass I caught next.
Little buck. Lowrance Elite FS. Another one. Yeah, this wind. Good one. Getting bigger. That's 2 off this point. I found it with the Lowrance Elite FS. Feeling good. Woo-wee. Okay, this is what I was doing. It's hard to see because of all the 2 trails, and I was kind of doing circles here, but I was basically just starting right where the bank starts and going up and then turning around and coming down and then going up and coming down and going up and coming down until I find them, because it's pre-spawn right now. The water's 59 degrees. And it just got there. Like, it just got there. Last week, you know, I spent a lot of time up shallow. Nothing. And then if we go, interestingly, to this side, all this right here, which is in like 2 or 3 weeks, this is a huge spawning shore. Right, but there was nothing. You can see the parallel lines here. Just going up and down, nothing on my graph. All I saw, and this is where I caught my fish, were right here. Let me turn off the trails. Turn the trails off. Right, and then we'll zoom in. So all those waypoints are where I saw fish. And interestingly, pre-spawn, this is right off the deepest part of the lake. I'm not very good at pre-spawn. It's the worst time of year for me to catch bass, but so I had to spend a bit of time graphing. But this unit, this Elite FS, it's pretty efficient, you know. And I think pre-spawn, and what I'm finding and realizing, is that you just have to spend a lot of time graphing to figure out where they are, how far off the bank they are. But I mean, these guys, where you can see this point comes out, they were all over this point right here. So something to look at. And I mean, that kind of holds true throughout the year. If they're not up shallow, points are a great place to focus on. But I mean, you can see almost like on the very edge, right in 14, 15 feet, that's where they were. And I caught 2, so it's pretty good. Right after work, you know, I didn't even get here till about 5. And it's like, I think it's like 8 o'clock right now. 7:39, so that's not bad.
That's the video. I hope it helped you in some way. You know, again, the idea is just to show you how efficient you can be when you're fishing. And what I found, especially for pre-spawn, is that I've just come to realize through trial and error that I think it pays off to graph. Because you can catch bass pre-spawn, ice out, in shallow water. There's no doubt about it. This idea that bass will not go into shallow water because the water's too cold is ridiculous. Because anybody who ice fishes for bass knows that you can catch bass in 3-4 feet of water. The biggest bass I've caught was in 5 feet of water. So in February, with the ice was a 1.5 foot thick, right? So, but I think generally speaking, they're just not up shallow most of the time, right? And so I've just come to realize that you have to graph. You have to spend the time, you know, looking at your graph, figuring out where they are, and then go from there. And it paid off today. And next pre-spawn ice out, this what I'm going to be doing is sort of looking more on the main lake floor, not so much in the pockets. Even if the pockets are like 10-12 feet deep, I'm probably going to stay away from that, because what I'm finding is that they're really relating to the main lake, the points around the main lake. But I think so far I've had this unit for a couple weeks. I really like it, man. I would recommend getting, if you're going to get two 9-inch screens. You also need to purchase an Ethernet cord. I'll link that up in the description box. But so far, I'm really enjoying it. It's really smooth, runs. When you get into like 1.5 feet of water, they both transducers have an HDI in the front and active 3-in-1 in the back. They kind of just stop working. Like, you can't get any readings off it. But when you get back into 4, 5, 6 feet of water, they'll start running again. But other than that, that's the only like flaw I've seen with it. All right, so anyways, I hope this video helped. I hope you have a safe and productive season. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I'd love to have you. Smash like. For those of you who are returning viewers, really appreciate the support. It's really amazing. And I hope you catch a real big bass soon. All right, check the Amazon link if you want to pick these up. Thanks, bye.